please share with me your experience about the retreat, and also because it was virtual, you attended virtually, so to share your experience of the retreat and also the added element of being it virtual.
It being virtual, it was actually really good for me personally. I have taken retreats firsthand right at the retreat center before, and that worked for me at that time too, but it was perfect how it worked out virtually, because I needed that time to experience what I needed to experience by myself. And when I did that, it was profound, because when you express yourself in ways that you typically wouldn't be able to express yourself in front of people, you're able to just release blocks, release tension, release anything else that might be within you energetically that has to come out. And I was able to do that very, very easily. I also I just enjoy so much the opportunities you give of the simplicity of how to release things, because a lot of the times you think that you have to go through a lot of steps, but with you teach the simplicity of it, which is just swooshing it away. And that really is exactly what it is, because you swished it into your body energetically, so you can swish it away. Sometimes obviously it's a little bit more stuck because you've held on to it, and you coddled it and you babied it, and now you want to keep it because it makes you feel comfortable, but it actually doesn't make you feel comfortable, because you start to see blocks coming up for yourself. And then once I've been seeing a lot of blocks come apart and just blast away. I actually can talk to people with ease now. I always had, I don't know what exactly it was with the root. I knew what the root was, but I didn't know exactly what the cause was. But I'm able to go up to somebody and have a conversation with them comfortably without having anxiety. I would actually get anxiety even talking to friends, going out to eat with them or something. Like a day or two before, I'd get belly aches from it, which is silly, but it was a block within me that I needed to release. And as far as healing, being able to heal others, it's another thing that with ease I'm able to do, because whatever you can do or whatever you believe that you can do can happen, and anything that anybody has ever done can happen. Just like you've discussed before, Jesus walked on water, and his apostles could do it as well, and as long as they believed. And I'm not into the Bible. I haven't been into the Bible for quite some time. I was actually raised very biblically. Wow, I can't say that word. But I was up until I was 17 years old, and I abandoned that for many years. But just in the last couple of years, I've realized, wow, the things that had gone on there and the teachings are so implemental in my life now. And when you bring up Jesus, I don't have any resentment or anything anymore for that. And that's a beautiful thing, because now I look at him as, I don't know if this is a way to put it to others, because a lot of people don't understand it this way, but I feel as though I'm equal to Jesus or God or universe, because we're all one, like you're teaching. And that's one of the things that I had asked you about when midway, I think, that I wanted to feel and know what one was, what being one with everybody was. And I'm every day learning and feeling and responding to that emotion and energetics of it. And it's such a beautiful thing. So truly appreciative for everything, for sure.
Thank you so much. And I appreciate your words. What would you say, talk a little bit about your experience of the ceremony, like the shamanic ceremonies?
Oh, goodness. Profound. It was I released so much. I don't know. I honestly, and I know it was the work that you were doing as well. I know it was your helping us to release our past and helping us to release, what we have for blocks in general. But you help us to know that it's ourselves that inwardly, we're doing the work ourselves, sort of like when you're doing a healing on somebody, you know, Reiki or any other energetic healing. It's their body that's doing the work. But definitely wouldn't have been able to do it without you. Let's put it that way. You are definitely the conduit to being able to do that. And that's another thing I appreciate about you, is that you're not afraid to tell all the secrets. You want us to know. You want us to know how to do it for ourselves. You want us to know how to do it for others, because it's not something that you can hold back. And that's another thing I wrote down. You know, I was journaling before we got on, and that's another thing was, you know, as far as the ceremonies, I wasn't expecting as much as I did from especially cacao, which is, you know, chocolate. And it was quite interesting that something so pure and natural, and the fear behind people's minds, you know, because of everything that's been implemented through, especially the Western culture, we have such a fear of plant medicine. And I have had that fear too, because it was put into me. And that's the reason why we fear, is because it's been put into us. But once we start researching and start learning about it, and having people like you to be able to develop and help us to understand. And once you understand, it's like you've always been told, don't knock it till you try it. Well, don't knock it till you learn about it. You know, you have to really do research, and for yourself, on any level, on anything that you want to learn, any knowledge, because that's when your heart tells you if it's right or not. And that's what I found out with plant medicine. And to release, to let go, to allow, surrender. And that's all it is just surrendering to the universe, just opening up. That's all it is. That's all we need to do. And once we meet that, everything falls into place. All of it. As a human, I mean, it's so simple. It's so simple. And only if we could just do that. And yes, we're going to fall back and fall into our old thinking, but then we just swish it away again, right? And yeah, it's profound. If anybody is skeptical, that's the best time to incorporate something like this into their lives, because that is there's so much proof behind being skeptical, and experiencing like you know, what we did, our ceremonies, or just in general, just your peace, your love, the way that you put out there and present yourself. Just seeing a video of yours, let alone taking one of your retreats, brings you to a certain point in your heart where it just is just truly peaceful. And so because you're living from your heart, it pours right into another person's heart. And whether you're living from that space or not, you can feel it when around people that are living from that space. And I appreciate that too, because I am living from that space now. I am fully engaged and fully there and loving every bit of it. There's not a day that goes by that I'm not on a high of just love and peace and comfortability, and just want to help, and I'm just happy, just pure happiness. So yeah, I mean, I can't say anything that would deviate. Everybody and anybody should take this to make their lives better, because I know there's so many people out there that need this. For sure, to come alive.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.